Everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to go ahead and give you some blanket affirmations specifically regarding love that are going to help you get a lot of results in your love life, whether you're manifesting a specific person, new love, soulmate love. Okay, these love blanket affirmations are so effective and so helpful. I've seen so much movement using these affirmations. I know I've given these affirmations to clients that have seen a lot of movement as well. Okay, so I know these affirmations will help you. Some of these affirmations you could have already heard, you could already be using, or maybe you do know about them, but you kind of stopped using them, or thinking from the perspective of these affirmations. So this might just be a reminder video for some of you, okay? But yeah, I'm just gonna get before I get straight into it, I do want to let you know there is a self-concept affirmation going on my Patreon. And some of these affirmations are actually from that self-concept challenge. Okay, so every single week I give you self-concept affirmations to robotically affirm and script. And I also do have a signs challenge going on my Patreon where I give you certain signs to look for when it comes to your manifestations. And if you see those signs, or if someone else sees those signs, that's a sign that you're getting your manifestation. So how this essentially works is that we use the power of the group to amplify and accelerate our individual manifestations. Okay, so if you want to be part of a community that's like-minded and working towards the same thing, check out the description box below where you can sign up on my Patreon. Okay, it's $5 a month for all these challenges. And I do have law of assumption based advice on my Patreon as well. Okay, I have a bunch of like extended readings on that. So yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the video and give you some self-concept based blanket affirmations for love. Okay, so the first affirmation I like took notes is I am easy to love. Okay, I am easy to love. And for a lot of us, we could have experienced quote unquote like unreciprocated love, or maybe love has been a little bit hard for us. You can even say love comes easy to me. Love is so easy for me. I'm lucky in love. I really like that. I'm lucky in love. I'm blessed in love. Okay. Any of those affirmations, I know I just gave you a bunch of affirmations, so much for one affirmation. Okay. These are all blanket affirmations that work really well. Okay. But if you have any sort of like triggers regarding like, not receiving the energy that you felt like you should have received in your love life, or maybe, getting broken up with, feeling abandoned, ghosted, this, that, just tell yourself, no, I am easy to love. I am so lovable. Love comes so easy to me. I'm so lucky in love. Like there are certain people that I see that are truly blessed in love that haven't affirmed for a day in their life. I haven't even really seen them do any sort of like, personal development work, just because they had that natural assumption that, they are lucky in love, that their love life is good. And, some of these people, like they have gone through a lot in their love life. I feel like most people I know have definitely, been hurt some way or another in like, their past relationships. But, you can have had that happen to you and still manifest a good, healthy, long lasting relationship. Okay. If anything, like, those people I know use those experiences to want better for themselves. Okay. They use those experiences to really, elevate, escalate, and just, yeah, it helped them realize like what they didn't want. Instead of like, being sad about it, petty about it, they said like, okay, you know what, this experience happened for me, and I'm going to use this to better myself. I'm going to use this to set higher standards, better standards for myself, right? So something you can even say is that, I have high standards in love, and that's always, what gets reflected back to me. And I know that's kind of a long affirmation, you can modify it to your being, but, say something about like, experiencing like high quality, people love partners, right? So you can say, I only attract high quality partners. I only attract the best versions of people. I only attract trustworthy people. Okay. I only attract people that want to spoil me. So, the self concept version of that will be, I am spoiled. I am romanced in love. Okay. I feel loved. I really like, I feel affirmations. I am affirmations are also really good, but, I feel affirmations will help you even feel that thing. Not that you need to necessarily feel that thing, but if you say things like, oh, I feel so loved by this person, I feel so loved in my relationship, or I feel so loved general, like you will eventually, like your brain will do whatever it needs to and emit certain chemicals for you to actually feel that. Okay. The best way to feel anything is by affirming through it. If you can't like, get that feeling naturally, you don't have to force it, but you can just tell yourself like, oh, I feel so loved. I feel so cared for. I feel so spoiled. I feel so romanced. Okay. I also really like gratitude affirmations. So I would say affirmations like, I am so grateful that, I'm in my best relationship yet. I'm so grateful for being in my dream relationship. I'm so grateful for being in the perfect relationship. Okay. I'm so grateful that I feel so spoiled and loved by my partner. Okay. That's like the most self concept that that it gets, right? Or you can say, I feel so grateful that, my SP always spoils me, and my husband, girlfriend, boyfriend, wife always spoils me. Okay, like you can say, like, whatever it is that, a mix of like self-concept and specific person affirmations, or you can do all self-concept. You can also do specific person affirmations. I don't think there's anything wrong in doing specific person affirmations at all. It's just that sometimes, those affirmations, um, sometimes, I wouldn't say they don't work, but there can be resistance because we haven't built our self concept enough to feel confident about us saying that, oh, they're doing this thing for me. That's why I would start off by doing just self concept affirmations, and then you can shift to like self concept and specific person affirmations, like a mix of those. And then you can just do specific affirmations if you want them to do something specific. But the key here is self concept. Build your self concept up so high that, you don't feel weird, thinking these things about your person, or like it feels like too unnatural to the point where it creates resistance, right? Like, and I will say though, even with self concept, yeah, at times maybe you might not believe certain affirmations that you say because, there might be resistance. But again, the way to break resistance is persistence. Persistence kills resistance. Okay, and repetition creates belief. So whatever it is that you want to affirm, like whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, you just have to keep affirming until it manifests. Okay. And again, I personally feel like self-concept is the fastest way to do that. I know some people just do specific person affirmations and they get what they want. I have seen tons of specific stories of people doing just specific person affirmations and still getting what they want. But they would say that they did simultaneously work on self-concept. In my opinion, I do feel like doing mostly self-concept or even just only self-concept accelerates things. Okay. So again, like, I am so grateful that I feel so spoiled and cared for, in love. You can even just say in love. You can just keep it general. You can also say, I am so grateful that I always receive commitment and loyalty. You want someone to commit to you, you got to tell yourself that you already have that, right? So I am so grateful that I always receive love, loyalty, and commitment. And I like saying present tense affirmations. And the best way to say present tense affirmations, in my opinion, is saying gratitude affirmations, because that does put me in the present moment. And I just, it gives it that pizzazz. Like, I like saying, like, I'm grateful for, I'm thankful for, because I'm the type of person that has, grown up expressing gratitude. Like, a lot of, good things that happened to me, I'd post about it on social media, and I would say I'm so grateful for. So it sounds natural to me. So do, say whatever sounds natural to you. I know some people say, like, oh, isn't it wonderful? That's fine too. Like, oh, isn't it wonderful that I have this thing right now? Isn't it wonderful that, I always feel so deeply cared for and loved, by my partner? Isn't it wonderful that, I'm always being, spoiled with gifts, attention, romance, affection? Isn't it wonderful that I always receive love, loyalty, commitment, right? So, yeah, I would also say affirmations like, I have the perfect self concept when it comes to love. Okay. Or I have the perfect self concept in every area of life. I love that as a blanket affirmation. But just tell yourself, yeah, my self concept when it comes to love has always been great. And you'll find yourself like unconsciously acting that way. So let's say, like, you have been affirming for self concept, and you have like multiple people coming towards you, trying to pursue you. Like, you have a lot of admirers, but there's someone that's saying, like, oh yeah, let's go out to like a wine bar, let's just keep things casual, let's just go out on a coffee date. But like, you're the type of person that wants something serious, and you're just like, no, I want more. I feel like I deserve more than just a coffee date, right? I'm priceless, right? I'm the prize, I'm on the pedestal. Those are also good ones. But then, like, you'll attract other people that are offering you more, and you'll find yourself like more attracted to the person that's offering you more. Sometimes, we have found ourselves being more attracted to people that were offering less, just because our self-concept wasn't really on point, or like it needed to be worked on more. Like how there's always like that nice person that's treating you really well. Maybe you're not that attracted to them. And like, I'm not saying, like, that's because your self-concept was necessarily low, but like, let's say you have a lot of people offering you different things. You're going to find yourself naturally attracted to the person that's offering you more, and you're going to gravitate towards that more. And like, even just finding them to be more attractive. But again, never force anything. I know, like, there's some people that are watching this video, and I've been through this too, that maybe there's like multiple people that are approaching you, and that there's someone that's going to treat you really well, but you're just not attracted to them. But maybe the person that you really want to be with isn't really acting the way you want them to act. So something you can do to completely solve that, to remedy this problem, is saying that it's safe for me to be in a relationship that is full of passion and security as well. Like, it's safe for me to have both security and passion in my relationships. Okay, it doesn't always just have to be like, oh yeah, just go after, like, the safe person, because you know they'll never hurt you even if you're not like really physically attracted to them or romantically attracted to them, right? So say something about how it's safe for you to be in a relationship where you do feel that romantic attraction and you do have that security and stability. I just like the affirmation, it's safe for me to have it all in love. It's safe for me to have it all in love. And you know, figure out what that looks like too. If you don't want to say these long-winded affirmations like, oh, it's safe for me to have security, passion, stability, this, that, then just say it's safe for me to have it all and figure out, you know, what that means to you, okay? So, and that is true. You don't have to settle for like, you know, something just because it feels safe. And you don't have to like, you know, keep liking people or attracting people that, you know, you feel really passionate about, you're very attracted to, that, you know, maybe aren't giving you that stability or security. You can have it both. You can have it all, okay? And so yeah, but I would just add affirmations about stability, security, loyalty, love, commitment, okay? I really like the affirmation, I'm always romantically pursued. I'm so grateful for always being romantically pursued. I know for a lot of you, you know, if you want to be romantically pursued first, you know, you want your SB to reach out to you first, then just say, I am so grateful for always being romantically pursued first. I'm so grateful for always, you know, being chased, okay? Right? Like I don't chase, I attract. Another version of that is like, I'm so grateful for always being romantically chased by who I like. Again, these affirmations can sometimes be long-minded, so figure out, you know, what works best for you. But an affirmation that has worked really, really well for me in my love life is saying, I am so grateful for always being fully loved, fully valued, and fully pursued by who I choose. Because I noticed that, yeah, there were a lot of people, you know, coming towards me that, you know, they were great, nothing wrong with them, but I just wasn't attracted to them. But like, by the way, that's a birds before land. If let's say you are trying to manifest someone specific, or you know, maybe it's not even someone specific, but like someone that you want to, you know, have a relationship with, like maybe it could be open-ended, whatever, but then you do attract these options that aren't really who you want. It's just a sign that your real manifestation is coming in, your main manifestation is coming in, okay? So yeah, but I just like saying I'm always romantically pursued by who I choose. And I feel like that's really good, okay, because it decreases resistance. Again, like sometimes, and this is just my belief, you know, saying specific people's names kind of like increase resistance. That's just what I noticed in my life. Again, that's not the case with everyone. But saying who I choose, then, you know, my brain like thinks a little bit more and thinks a little bit deeper about who it is that I actually want. And I did notice like, you know, my SP, you know, reflecting that back to me. Like it wasn't like, yes, all these other people were reflecting things back to me, but the person that I actually wanted was also doing that. Because again, like, you know, this is kind of like the same concept with affirmations. You know, affirmations are basically affirmations in question form. Like, why am I so loved? Why am I so desired? Why am I so valued? Why am I so, you know, why am I always romantically pursued by who I like? So when you ask yourself questions like that, then your brain has to do a little bit of, you know, thinking over time to figure out like, you know, why that is the case. And that is self-concept. So, you know, when you ask yourself, why am I so loved? You'll consciously or even unconsciously start thinking of reasons why you are loved, why you deserve to be loved. Yeah, because I'm amazing. Because, you know, I do a lot for people. I'm loyal, I'm kind, I'm caring, I'm sweet, you know, yeah, I'm just, you know, you'll start again thinking of all of these positive reasons why you do deserve to be loved, right? So like that's why I even like saying I'm always romantically pursued by who I choose or by who I like, okay? And then, you know, this also kind of reaffirms um, your like, you know, your own power. So technically you are the one that's doing the choosing. Like, you know, these people are lucky that you even looked in their direction. The only reason they're special is because you make them special, right? So I like saying like, you know, who I choose. It sort of like just makes me feel like I'm in power again. It just reaffirms you know, your power in yourself as the operant power of your reality, right? Because that is true. You're the only conscious thinker in your reality, and everyone's just reflecting back into you. And you're the only one that, you know, can like that can manifest. You're the only one who has quote unquote like free will in your reality, right? So yeah, that's also something to keep in mind. I know like this advice was kind of like all over the place. I just give a lot of advice at once, but I really hope this helps. Like I said, do join the self-concept challenge on Patreon. You know, and again, we get together as a group and manifest for each other. So if you want to amplify and accelerate your manifestations, that's a great community for you to join. I also offer in-depth tarot readings as well as manifestation coaching, and I also custom make Subliminal. So if you're interested in any of these services, check out the description box below where you will find my website. You can sign up for those services through my website. And yeah, I will end the video right here. I intend that every single person gets their manifestations to full fruition for the good of all and harm to none. And I will see you all next time. Thank you so much.